welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be creating a halo eye, also known as a spotlight eye. I've already primed my face and applied my eyebrows off camera. For primer, I use the Nivea Mens Post Balm Shave. And for foundation, I'm going in with the Maybelline Matte and Poreless in the shade 120. And I'm just applying that with a flat foundation brush to evenly distribute it throughout my face. Now I'm going in with a damp beauty blender and pressing that product into the skin and just blending that out. Then I'll be going in with the concealer. I'm going to be using the LA Girl Pro Conceal in the shade Natural. I'm only applying this under my eyes and on my eyelid today. I apply it on my eyelid so that it can act as a base and a primer for our eyeshadows. Then I'm kind of going in with the foundation brush and just further defining the areas that I want the concealer to be in. And then I go in with the damp beauty blender and kind of blend that out. I'm going to first be setting my eyelid with the Studio Fix powder from MAC in the shade NC25. And then I'm going to be setting my under eye right after that with my damp beauty blender and the Ben Nye powder in Natural Set. It's a colorless powder. I'm applying that underneath my eyes, and I'm also going to be applying that in the center of my face, where I have the most pores. Basically, anytime you apply powder with a damp beauty blender and press it into your skin, this will create a really poreless effect. So I press that into the areas that I want to have a poreless appearance. Then I'm going to be going in with a fluffy foundation brush to kind of set the rest of my face and also wipe away all the excess powder that we applied. And I'm just going to really buff it into the skin in circular motions. I'm going to be doing a little bit of powder contouring today. I prefer powder contouring as opposed to cream contouring. So I'm going to be using the Anastasia contour kit, the medium to tan contour kit. The first shade I'm going in with is Nutmeg. And I'm applying that just to kind of bronze up the face. I'm applying it on my cheekbones, along my hairline, along my jawline, and underneath my jawline. A little bit on my neck and my chest as well, because you really want it to match. You don't want to have like a super tan face and your neck area is super pale. So I'm just kind of layering on the color. I'm taking my time with this. I sped it up because it's very fat. It's a very long process. But I just want you to know that this takes time if you want a powder contour. It's a little time consuming. So after that first color, I'm buffing it out with a buffing brush from Morphee. I think it's actually a foundation brush, but I'm using it as a buffing brush. And I'm buffing along the edges where I placed the first color. Then I'm going in with the fluffy brush and kind of pinching the edges to nose contour. This is just a quick and easy way to do your nose contour if you don't have the brushes to do so. And I'm going in with that fluffy brush again from Morphee, and I'm blending that out. There's a lot of blending when you powder contour. Then I'm going in with the second shade, the shade Havana, which is more of a cool tone. This will help create the shadow and the dimension of the contour, just to further define it. And I'm placing that in all the same areas that we placed the first powder, just a lot more light-handed. I'm also going to be buffing that out as well. You want to take your time and make sure that you buff out all the areas that may appear to be too harsh. You want it to be a natural transition. So now I'm going in with my blush. I'm using the MAC blush in the shade Modern Mandarin. I'm applying that on my cheeks and a little further into my contour. And I'm buffing that out as well. Then I'm going to be going in with my highlight. Today I'm using Anastasia So Hollywood. It's a golden highlight with a little bit of like a champagne or like a pearl in it. It's my favorite highlight right now. I'm just placing that on my cheekbones, on my chin, my cupid's bow, on the bridge of my nose. And then I'm going to be setting my face after I blend that out, and I'll be using the LUSH Tea Tree Water. And you want to just let that dry. I like to fan it out just to speed up the process. Then I'm going to carve out underneath my cheekbones with a translucent powder. You can use any powder. The one I'm using is the translucent Airspun powder. And I really want to define the contour today, so I'm bringing it all the way to the sides of my mouth just to really carve out your cheeks. We're going to let that sit for a while. And now that we look super crazy, we're going to move on to our eyes. I'm really sorry I lost the first clip of my eyeshadow, but this is only one shade that I've applied. I'm going to show you how I've applied it. We want to take that color and drag it into the crease back and forth. Now I've already applied this same color about 2 times. That's why it looks a little more intense. I like to use one shade and build up the intensity by putting on extra layers. So this shade is from the Morphee 35O palette. It is the second shade from the left on the top row. And since it's a halo eye, you want the shadow to be on the crease, and you want it to be in your inner corner and your outer corner, and you want to create the illusion that it's wrapped around your eye. I'm still building up this color. This is like the 4th layer I've applied. We're only going to be using 2 colors for our crease, and they're both from the Morphee 35O palette. Now I'm just going in on my lash line and really applying that same color, building it up just the same way I built it up on top. You can quickly wipe away any fallout with a fluffy brush so that it doesn't mess up your foundation. Now I'm going in with a pencil brush, and I'm going in with the second color, which is on the last row, 3rd from the left. These colors have no name, so that's the best way I can describe it. And I'm placing that in the same areas where we placed our first shade, except I'm keeping it a little more precise and a little bit underneath the first color that we placed. So just right in the crease and right on the outer and inner corners. And then I'm going in with a clean, fluffy brush, and I'm blending out the edges really carefully of both those colors. Now I'm going to be going in with the loose pigment from MAC in the shade Golden Olive, and I'm applying that to the center of my eyelid with my finger, and I'm pressing that product and kind of rubbing it back and forth into my lid. And then I'm going to blend out the edges of that with a clean, fluffy brush. Now I'm going to be adding some glitter. I'm going to kind of make a glitter cocktail. The green glitter is from Glitter Injections in the shade Go Neon, and the orange one is a glitter that I found on eBay. The link is not available anymore, but if you search cosmetic grade glitter, there's a ton of glitter, and it's super inexpensive, and they're really good, and they're also safe for your eyes because they're cosmetic grade. So I applied that with a glitter glue and also with my finger. I'm pressing that onto the center of my lid and keeping it where I placed that first eyeshadow. Now I'm going on to my lower lash line, and in the center of my lower lash line, I'm applying a little bit of glitter glue and a little bit of that kind of glitter cocktail that I made. This is what's going to really make that halo eye pop. You can do this with just the shadow as well, but I wanted an extra pop, like I said, so I used a little bit of glitter. Now I'm going in with the Ardelle lashes in the style 113, and I'm applying that as close to my lash line as possible. You want to wait till the glue is a little bit tacky before you apply the lash, and then I am just pressing it into my lash line. I'm also going to kind of pinch my eyelid onto the top of the lash so that it looks more like your natural lashes, even though it's not natural. And then just carefully adjust them. Then I'm going in with mascara to press my lashes into the false lashes so that they're not too separate. They kind of just mesh together. I'm also using that same mascara, which is the Wet n Wild Mega Lash Mascara for my lower lashes. And then I'm going in with that MAC loose pigment in Golden Olive, and I'm putting that on my inner corner with a pencil brush. And then I'm going to wipe away any fallout with a fluffy brush. And this is the completed eye look. We're going to wipe away that bake that we had sitting on our face and buff it out. And then we're going to start on our lips. I'm using my favorite pencil, which is almost gone, which is the Oak Mac lip liner. I'm slightly overlining my lips, just the top part. I'm going to be lining my lips with this and also kind of filling my lips with it. Then I'm going in with a chapstick because my lips are super chapped today for some reason. It's cocoa butter. Then I'm going in with the MAC lipstick in the shade Myth. Then I'm going to be topping that off with a lip gloss from Tarte in the shade Exposed. And then I kind of felt like this look needed a little extra something, so I put a little jewel in the center of my lip. I'm going to be using the Spirt Gum Adhesive. It's a special effects adhesive which is skin safe, and you kind of want to make sure that it's a little bit tacky before you place the jewel on, and then you have a little bit of time to kind of adjust it to make sure that it's centered before it completely dries. But when this stuff dries, it does not move, so you will have a pretend piercing for the entire day. And that is the completed look. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys have a great day. Please subscribe if you're interested in any future videos. Thank you.